everyone, and welcome back to the Candy Shop. As always, I'm your girl, Candy Washington, and today's episode is all about some hot topics. We're going to talk about Kanye West, we're going to talk about Jim Jones, Cynthia versus Todd Bridges, and we're also going to get into Marsau Scott of Love and Marriage Huntsville, those cheating allegations. As always, everything is just alleged and for fun and for entertainment purposes only. So as waiting for people to come into the room, we are going to be kicking off a 7-day level up your life challenge. You know that in addition to the pop culture reality TV, over here we also do the Lux Life, which is all about self-care, self-love, wealth, joy, manifestation. And we're kicking off with a 7-day level up your life challenge. That is linked below, so be sure to check it out. You get a lot of freebies, a lot of bonuses. It's going down, so be sure to join us. So as you come into the room, drop your candy canes, like this video, and subscribe, and let me know, what do you want me to start with? I know I went a little bit earlier, but it's Super Bowl. I'm about to go and hang out with my friends after this, but where do you want to start with? Do you want to talk about Marsau Scott cheating? Do you want to talk about Jim Jones, Kanye? Let me know, where do you want us to start with today's hot topics? Drop it down in the comment box below, and we can get into it. Okay. All right. Well, I'll just start. I'll pick something. Let's start with Kanye. We'll start with Kanye, and we'll wait for more people to get into the room, and then we'll go to Marsau cheating. Okay. So Kanye. Hey, Sharon. Oh, she says Marsau. Okay. So we will start with Marsau cheating. Okay. Hey, Sharon. What is up? How are you? Sunny T says Marsau cheating as well. Okay. So the people have spoken. Let's start with Marsau. And hey, everybody, drop your candy canes in the chat box. Yes. Okay, so let's get started. Happy Sunday. Happy Super Bowl. Let's get into it. So to quickly recap what's going on. So Marsau, I'm going to call him Marsau. I think it's Marsau, whatever. Marsau Scott is on Love and Marriage Huntsville. And as we all know, he's a part of the Scott family. He has his brother Maurice, who's married to Kimmy. Marsau is married to Tisha. And then they're a part of the friendship group with Martell and Melody Holt. Obviously, we know their divorce, what happened with them. So that's a little bit of background, Love and Marriage Huntsville. Throughout the seasons of Love and Marriage Huntsville, there has been allegations against virtually all of the men when it comes to cheating. Martell, it's already all out. His dirt is just letting it all hang out. But when it comes to Marsau, the allegations was that he had 20 girlfriends. Obviously, we don't think it's actually 20, but it was more of a way to say, listen, you're saying Martell basically saying you're talking about me doing dirt, but who am I doing the dirt with? You know, I'm out here with my side chicks, my side pieces. I'm being honest about it, whatever that means. It just got exposed. Well, I've been doing the dirt with you. Why don't you talk about your girlfriends? And then again, throughout the seasons, it came out that allegedly a blogger who we found that name on this show, came out with the allegation that Marsau had a side baby. He joked about it, he laughed about it, said it was funny, all of this stuff. And it was a big point of the last season. You know, Kimmy brought it up, Tisha brought it up, all of this stuff. They were talking about the side baby, side chicks, cheating, all that stuff. It was very, very obvious that Tisha was very insecure about it. She was doing a lot of performative things like, oh, let's go to Vegas and have this vow renewal. And he was just not into it. And you could tell she was doing it because of the cheating allegations. But the whole thing around the cheating allegations was, well, no one's come forward, no one says anything until now. So there have been, and this is recent, in the last week or so, there's been other content creators and YouTubers out there. Be sure to search them and seek them out, because I'm not going to post anything on my channel of that, but I will recap what I saw. So now the alleged receipts are out there. Now, allegedly, there's this woman coming. Well, allegedly, it's the friend of the woman of one of the women that he is allegedly cheating with has come forward, and she sent these DMs and screenshots and a picture of allegedly Marsau in a hotel room, and saying, oh, these are the receipts. This is the proof. You know, he doesn't go to, reputable hotels. Well, he'll be noticed. So he has to go to like other hotels where people won't know who he is. He has this side baby. It's a son called Marsau. Marsaun. And allegedly it's the friend of the woman who he is allegedly cheating with, had contacted other bloggers and YouTubers trying to spill the tea and with this photo and all of that good stuff. On top of that, and baked in, if you don't know, Marsau and Maurice have a third brother. His name is Mark. So Mark, prior to the alleged hotel receipts dropping and the alleged friend of the mistress, reaching out to bloggers and YouTubers and all of that stuff, had gone on his Instagram live being like, and shout out to, I believe it was, I'll find the other bloggers I did, but search them because I want to give them credit because I got the information from them, but search them and then I'll go back and link them below. But he had done an Instagram live being like, all men cheat. I've been on this earth for 44 years. I don't know man. I don't know any man dude that doesn't cheat. All men cheat. Don't look for a faithful man. Look for a man who's going to be honest about him cheating. They all cheat. They all cheat. They all cheat. So if you are up here talking about all men cheat and you have two brothers who both have been pretty much accused of cheating, and your friend group, you're basically co-signing saying, I don't know a single man who is faithful. So A, you're saying you're not faithful, and B, you're saying your brothers aren't faithful. But then he went back and tried to flip it, right? So then after the hotel pics came out, the alleged hotel pics came out and the alleged mistress's friend came out, then he got on his Instagram live being like, oh, Tisha and Marsau, just keep doing you. It's so sad. People are so invested in breaking up a marriage. Just keep moving forward, blah, blah, blah. So which is it, Mark? Is it all men cheat and you don't know a single man in your whole 44 years of life? And this is what he said. This isn't me. This is what he said. He didn't know a single man who was faithful and didn't cheat. Or is it, oh no, they're just coming after you. They're just jealous, blah, blah, blah. They're trying to tear down your marriage. Da, 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 da. Pick a lane, Mark. Pick a lane. Either you expose yourself and your brothers for being cheaters, or you're trying to say, no, it's all lies, and you're trying to protect his reputation. My thought on that is, Mark, let your brother speak for himself and stay off of Instagram Live because you're looking crazy right now. So stay off of Instagram Live. You're looking crazy. You're doing the most. My opinion, and again, this is all alleged, my opinion on whether or not these alleged receipts are true, I'll break down to you what I think. Because I love a conspiracy theory. This might be an unpopular opinion, but I do not believe that it is Marsau in the hotel pictures. And I do not believe that the alleged friend of the mistress who's been reaching out to YouTubers and bloggers and content creators is legit. Because when I saw what she was saying, oh, he's such a smooth talker, the hotel stuff, and he just, gets my friend all wrapped up in this stuff, so I'm just trying to expose him. None of that made sense to me because all of it sounded very cliche and very much like what everybody says. Oh, he's a fast talker, he's this, he's that. And it's also, sis, if it's your friend, then why are you talking? Why are you opening your mouth? Usually it's the actual mistress that speaks. Usually it's the actual person who wants to expose him because she thinks in her mind, if I expose him and it's out in the open, then he'll finally pick me and choose me. Cue Ariane, right? So what the woman, the alleged friend of the mistress, was saying in the text messages didn't ring true to me. It seemed really scripted. And it seemed really like she got all the points that would make it seem true, but it just didn't make sense to me. And then she was like, oh yeah, my friend is in it. It's in the picture, but I can crop her out. Oh, we only got the back of his head, so his face isn't in it. Okay, so then it's not a real receipt. Did we learn nothing from Simon Guobadia when he was trying to put out those fake alleged receipts against Fallon? If you have a receipt, it actually needs to be a receipt. I need to see the invoice. It needs to be itemized, okay? I need every line point, taxes included. This was not a receipt. You had a blurry photo of the back of a man's head. That could have been the back of any person's head. However, my one caveat with that is on the photo, and again, just search it on YouTube because there are other content creators who are posting it. I'm just not going to post it on mine, who are posting it. There seems to be, if you blow it up on the back of it, sort of like a faded tattoo. I haven't seen any other YouTuber or content creator talking about this, but there seems to be like a faded tattoo in the picture of the alleged Marsau in the hotel room. Now, this would be a receipt. If you had the back of his head with that faded tattoo in the hotel room, and then you could match that faded tattoo to Marsau, that is a receipt. So then, regardless if you see his face or not, if you see the same tattoo on the guy in the hotel and Marsau, then boom. But until they're able to match up that faded tattoo on the back of that man in the hotel room to Marsau, to me, that is not a receipt. And I don't buy it that it's the friend of the mistress all of a sudden wanting to come out. Because even when, again, did we learn nothing from Simon Gubadier? Even when Simon's side chicks came out, remember Jessica, that girl Jessica came out saying how he was, I mean, they showed the receipts, but I'll say allegedly was sending cash apps and PayPals and Snapchats and whatever to Jessica, and she had those receipts. Even though the best friend was there with her co-signing the story because they were all, partying and doing whatever with Simon, the actual side chick was there. I've never seen it where the friend of the side chick is the one sending the receipts and DMing people. It just doesn't make sense to me. It's always the mistress or the side chick that comes out, and then she's like, yeah, my homegirl can co-sign this. But I've never seen it as like the homegirl coming out without the actual mistress or side piece coming forward. Having said all of that, in my opinion, allegedly, do I think Marsau is a cheater? Yes. But I do. And there are also these like alleged DMs that came out between the alleged side chick and Marsau, where she's like, oh, the son looks just like you. His name is Marsau. He has your ears, this, that, and the third or something. Marsau is not a stupid man. He got a vasectomy on camera, and I think that was a big reason why he did it on camera and not behind the scenes, because he wants the world to know he can no longer have children. So anybody else trying to say he has a baby on the side, he literally got nicked and snipped and tucked on TV. So depending on how old this baby is the baby old enough where it could have been his, or is this baby young enough where it was conceived and born after the vasectomy? So I need the baby's age. Also with that, again, I think Marsau is a smart man. I don't think he would be using his public Instagram account, which when you go back and see the DMs between the alleged mistress and him that the friend was trying to expose, the actual profile pictures don't match up. It's a picture of Marsau, and it looks like his profile picture. But when I saw his real profile picture versus the one that they were putting out, to me, they didn't match up. To me, it seemed like it was like a clone, like a bot. You know what I mean? I don't think he's stupid enough to use his name, to use his public profile, and get it on record of all of him talking about his outside baby and all that stuff. I just don't believe Marsau is that dumb. And if he had been that dumb, I think he would have learned from everything that happened with Martell and Ariane. Marsau is a very smart man. Do I think let me put it this way. Do I think he has cheated? In my opinion, based on what I've seen on the show, yes. Do I think he's currently cheating? I don't know, but I would skew on the side of yes. But I don't think he's dumb enough to be doing these type of slip-ups, if that makes sense. So, yes, I don't think he's been faithful to his wife, allegedly, in my opinion, based on the show, because I'm not trying to get Tasha Kane or anything out here. So, let me make it very clear. This is only my opinion based on the show, and this is all alleged for commentary just for fun. Yes. But do I think that this hotel and these alleged receipts are true? No. So let's see what you guys are saying in the chat box. Hey, everybody. Hey, Sunny T. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Kamika. What is up, sweetheart? Hey, Darren Head. Mwah, how are you? I know I can't wait for the new Love and Marriage Huntsville season to start either. It is going to be on and popping. I can't wait to see Melody. I can't wait to see Kimmy. I'm excited to see Tisha. I'm actually really excited to see all the girls. Is Tiffany back? I haven't seen anything on this, but is Tiffany back? I could do without Tiffany and Lulu. I could do without them. I don't think they brought anything to the show other than contempt and disgust. I could do without Tiffany and Lulu, so I'm not sure if they're coming back or what, but I'm excited for the new season. I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be fun. Tisha was looking good. Miss Wanda, I think Miss Wanda Grace brings a lot of drama and a lot of good TV, but with her whole, like, you need to stay with a man who is abusive because no man will want you. That, to me, that was just, like, that soured my stomach when it came to Miss Wanda. Crazy. Oh, Sunny T, she says, I heard Tiff was back this season. Okay. Let's see if she can redeem herself since, the masses have spoken. Let's see if she can redeem herself. Hey, Peru Chris, can't wait for Love and Marriage Huntsville. Me too. I can't wait. It's going to be so good. It's so good. And you guys have spoken. You want me to do the reviews. So we will be here on the Candy Shop right here doing the reviews. We'll do weekly ones. After each episode, we will do a weekly review. Hey, Sharon, I wonder if Destiny is going to have more of a storyline. That is a really good question. And that's what Darren Hood says, too. Can't wait to see Mel and Destiny. Now, do we think Mel and Destiny are going to now be the ultimate frenemies? Where they're really going to go head to head? Because the tension last season was palpable. And then at the reunion, Destiny was just like, well, I haven't heard from you since we wrapped and all of that stuff. I think with Mel, Mel is a really good friend until she thinks you are doing better than her or in any situation, or until she thinks that she is no longer the queen bee friend in your mind, if that makes sense. Let me know what you guys think about that. So yeah, I can't wait. I think it's going to be so good. So let me know what you guys think. Do you believe the receipts with Marsau? Put it in the chat box, or if you're watching on the replay, comment below. I want to know what you think. Do you think he really was cheating? Do you think these receipts are valid, or do you think that these are false, fake receipts and it's just a bunch of fodder for everyone? Let me know. Okay. Hey, Kamiko. She goes, hey, Candy, I'm driving, so I'm only listening. No problem. Okay, that's right. Well, thank you for listening and drive safely, sweetheart. Hey, Sunny T, who's supposed to be on Love and Marriage DMV? Okay, so Love and Marriage DMV, I know that the central family is obviously Monique Samuels and Chris Samuels, but I don't know who their squad is, who the group is. But I'm excited for that, and we will be reviewing that too. So as that comes out, we'll review Love and Marriage DMV. I'm excited for it. I think it's a great twist. I'm really happy for Monique. I love her. I think they did her dirty on Potomac, but you know what? Sometimes you got to take the low and turn it into a high. And now she basically has her own show. So that's great. Hey, Ikura family saying hi. Hey, sweetheart, how are you? Hey, Sunny T, I think he did cheat, but they are no receipts. Exactly. Yes, Sunny, I agree 100%. I think, allegedly, in my opinion, is he a cheater? Absolutely. Are those receipts 100% real? No. That I agree. 100%. Okay, so let's move on to another hot topic. But if you have any questions about Love and Marriage Huntsville or about Marsau and them, put it in the chat box. But let's see. Let's move on to, do you guys want to do Cynthia versus Todd Bridges, or do you want to go into Kanye, or do you want to go into Jim Jones? I think those were the ones I prepped. So put it in the chat box. Let me know. Okay, let's see. Hey, Peru Chris, I haven't seen the receipts, but Marcel gives full cheater tease. Exactly. He gives full cheater tease. And that little smirk on his face, it's like he's not even trying to hide it. Not even trying to hide it. Sunny says he knew to be discreet. Exactly. I do think he's a cheater. Again, in my opinion, allegedly, but I think he's slick with his cheating. I don't think he's sloppy like Martel is, because I think that if he actually was sloppy, there would be actual receipts that are that like you cannot dispute, because I don't think that what was shown would hold up in a court of law. Those were not true receipts. And also, he got the vasectomy on camera, so we all know he got the vasectomy. And also, I just don't think he's stupid enough to be doing that stuff under his own public name. You know what I mean? I think he moves different. Sharon says, I'm over Kanye. I'm over him too. He is whack. Okay, so then let's do Cynthia and Todd Bridges. Okay, so as we know, Cynthia from Real Housewives of Atlanta, she's not coming back for this season. She's married to Mike Hill. I think they just got done with celebrating their first year anniversary of marriage. There was controversy around that because he got his big old head up on some podcast talking about, I don't know if we're going to make it to year 2. Like, I don't know if that was, and there was the whole, remember there was the whole scandal with the woman on Twitter saying that these were like nudes of Mike Hill or whatever. And he was like, oh, that's not me. I know me, blah, 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 blah. This is the thing when it comes to, we'll get into Todd, but this is the thing when it comes to Cynthia and Mike Hill that I'm on the fence on. And comment below, put it in the chat box what you think. I'm on the fence when it comes to this between Cynthia and Mike Hill. I don't know if they're, and I love Cynthia, but she is kind of boring. I don't know if the boring drama between Cynthia and Mike is them manufacturing being interesting, a storyline, or if it's true or not. Like, even with like the Twitter stuff with the person coming out, it was funny that was during the time when it wasn't sure if Cynthia was going to be, her contract was going to be renewed or not. So I'm like, was that even just like some stunt to get us talking about Cynthia, to get us thinking that there's something interesting going on in her marriage? Will they break up? Won't they break up? Is he cheating? Is he not cheating? Even that seemed a little stale and scripted to me. And then now when Mike Hill came out with a podcast being like, we got into this fight and we don't know if we're going to make it to year 2. Again, the timing. Cynthia's now on Big Brother. Or it's Big Brother, right? Yeah, so Cynthia's now on or Celebrity Big Brother, whatever it is. I don't watch the show. Celebrity Big Brother. Now, is that timing suspicious? Because like, who goes on a podcast being like, I just got in a fight with my wife. I don't know if we're making it to year 2. Like, I don't know if the stuff with Cynthia and Mike, I don't know if they're playing with their relationship. Because you know how these reality stars will get on these shows and play with stuff in their life. They play on their kids, they play on their finances, they play on their lifestyle, they play on their marriages. And every time people be playing with their stuff, they usually lose it or it breaks up. So I don't know if Cynthia and Mike are out here playing on their relationship and stunting for us to talk about them and for her to be interesting, or if this stuff is actually true. I'm on the fence about that. My gut says they're stunting. It's like this manufactured drama to make Cynthia more interesting. I actually think Cynthia and Mike Hill are probably really happy. I don't think he's cheating on her. And I think they're probably in a really good place and they're in a really good relationship, but they want to stay relevant. They want to be able to go on reality shows. And so that they sort of manufacture this sort of like BS drama to keep them relevant. But to me, I would rather keep sacred my happy relationship than be out here playing on my relationship for clicks and views to get relevancy for a show. Because at the end of the day, I think love is way more important than like being on a show. But that's just kind of where I land with that. Anyway, so Cynthia's on, I believe it's Celebrity Big Brother, and there's Todd Bridges, who I didn't know who Todd Bridges was. I had to look him up. Happy Days, is that the show he was on? Good Times, some show like that. Anyway, I watched the clip of what happened and I heard the clip. Essentially, Todd was going off on Cynthia because she stood by good old Teddy Mellencamp, which is funny because both of them are kind of like the boring sidekicks of their franchises. Like Cynthia was the boring sidekick of Nene and then Kenya, and then Teddy was the boring sidekick of Vile Kyle on Beverly Hills. So both of them are in Celebrity Big House, and Teddy and Cynthia already had a pact. They already had an alliance where they were going to have each other's back. Cynthia simply kept her word with the person she had the alliance with, as she should. But then Todd went off the deep end. He was being aggressive. He was saying F you and saying all this stuff and like just being really, really aggressive. And then Carson Keeley, I think his name is Carson from Queer Eye for the Straight Guy. Carson kind of stepped in and was like, you're being aggressive. You need to calm down. Like, this is too much. And when this situation, I am 1,000% team Cynthia. First of all, Mr. Bridges, no one owes you anything when it comes to these sort of like strategic strategy shows. I don't think you had an alliance with Cynthia. I don't think you were even close to her. So why are you mad at her for making a choice that was best for her and her allegiances? Sounds like you're being a bitter Betty. Sounds like you're being a sourpuss. Like, you don't get to tell people how they choose to play the game. You just don't. And also, it always makes me sick. Like, I always get a pit in my stomach. It makes me very uneasy whenever I hear a man get that bass and elevate in his voice towards a woman. It's just, it just rubs me the wrong way. Like, I don't care what the situation is. You could be heated. It could even be in an argument, but there's a way to argue. There's a way to disagree. And just the way he was speaking to her, the aggression in his voice, the swearing at her, and all of this stuff, I probably would have cried too, because it's just such an uneasy, unsettling, scary feeling when a man gets that way towards a woman. It just is. And so I was thankful for Carson stepping in. And he was just like, do you think she might not have felt threatened by what you were saying? Do you think it might not have made her feel uncomfortable by what you were saying? I don't even understand Todd Bridges' perspective at all. Like, I don't know what leg he thought he had to stand on. I just don't get it. And even if he did feel he had some type of way about it, you don't speak to anyone that way. But as a man, you particularly don't speak to a woman that way. And it just made me feel, it was just very unsettling. So in this situation, I'm 100% team Cynthia. So let's see what you guys are saying in the chat box. Sharon F. Cynthia is gorgeous but boring. Exactly. I agree 100%. Sunny T says, I like Cynthia, but yeah, no one cares about that relationship. Boring. Agree 100%. 100%. Sunny T, Mike seems to be an opportunist. I agree with that. I think Mike Hill definitely is a guy who has no problem using anyone or any opportunity for a come up. I agree with that 100%. Oh, hey, Tamra. She goes, Different Strokes. Okay, Different Strokes. Okay, so Todd Bridges was on Different Strokes. Okay. Yeah, Different Strokes. Tamara Austin says, Little Arnold's big brother on the show. Okay. Darren Ho says, Carson Kressley. Yes, Carson Kressley. Exactly. That was him. And I'm happy he stepped in because it was so, it was just, I don't like that. I don't like it when, I just don't like it with that bass, with swearing, with that, it's unsettling. Hey, Sunny T, he's been sleeping all season, then decides to finally play, and he chooses to get aggressive with Cynthia. Oh no, he's just wrong. Yup, exactly. He was trying to have a moment. And he did it in the wrong way, boo-boo. No, Todd, we're not on your side. Hey, Darren Hood, I hope Todd Bridges is up for elimination next. I don't even watch the show, and I agree. I want him out. It was so uncomfortable. And it was just gut-wrenching. And Cynthia, of all people, like, you're right. She's gorgeous and boring and just so, like, sweet. Like, you're coming at Cynthia like this? Like, I don't even get it. Like, no woman deserves it. But Cynthia? Like, Todd, like, you're looking for a moment and you did it the wrong way. Be gone, be out. Okay. So then, do you guys want to talk about Kanye or Jim Jones next? And as we move to the next topic, be sure to like this video, rate, subscribe, share with a friend, drop your candy canes. If you're watching on the replay, be sure to put down in the comment box your thoughts on everything we're talking about. Do you agree with my conspiracy theories? Do you not agree? What do you think? Put it in the comment box below. And you can always join our Candy Cane community. It's linked in the box. You can join us for members only chats and fun stuff coming up. Okay, so Tamara says Kanye. Okay. Kanye. I am so tired of this crazy madman. First of all, Kanye has some receipts when it comes to checking Billie Eilish and being like, I'm not going to perform at Coachella. It's Coachella, right? I'm not going to perform at Coachella unless Billie Eilish apologizes to Travis Scott and the, surviving families and friends of, the name escapes me, but that show that happened where people were like trampled and it was like a riot, and everything happened. And again, condolences to all of the victims, condolences to anybody who was hurt during Travis Scott's concert. Kanye, first of all, mind your business, okay? Nobody asked you. And I'm not even a Billie Eilish fan. I like a couple of her songs, but I think she's really overrated. I think she's highly produced. And I'm really just not even into Billie Eilish like that. I think she's very much just sort of like a product of the machine. And I think she's just super overrated. But with that being said, during her concert, she saw that somebody in, one of the concert goers was in distress. And so she stopped the show until they could confirm that everybody was okay, nothing was going on. And I think she made some comment, referring to Astroworld. Thank you, Sharon. Astroworld, yeah. She had made some comment referring to what happened with Travis Scott, who we all know is Kylie Jenner's baby daddy. During his performance at Astroworld, that had erupted into violence, had erupted into people storming the stage. And unfortunately, again, condolences to everyone. Some people lost their lives. Some people were really hurt. So, and all of that stuff. First of all, Billie did the right thing. If you are in the position where you're in control of what's going on and it's your show or whatever, and you see someone in distress, and even if you're not in control, just in general, if you see someone in distress, you stop what's going on and you make sure that person is okay. Did she need to make a reference to Travis Scott and Astroworld? No, like she didn't really need to do that. She could have just, stopped, made sure everybody was okay, and then kept it pushing. But I don't think she needs to apologize for making a reference to it either. You see what I'm saying? Like, I see both sides. Did she need to come at Travis Scott and Astroworld? No. But does she need to apologize for it? No, I don't think she needs to apologize for it either. Because Travis Scott, again, allegedly, has, even before Astroworld, allegedly, has had a pattern of inciting, rushing the stage, going crazy, going nuts, trying to be a rock star and all this stuff. So if you are the headliner, if you are the one, a producer behind the scenes, and you incite violence, I mean, maybe he's not saying violence, but what do you think storming a stage is? What do you think going nuts is? What do you think going crazy is? You know what I mean? If you incite violence, then you are liable for what happens because of that. Again, this is alleged in my opinion. I'm not a lawyer. This is just my opinion, guys. Just my opinion, allegedly. I do think that you have accountability for that. Am I saying that it was his intent? Absolutely not. I don't think that Travis Scott had the intent for anyone to get hurt. But are you accountable and responsible if your words incite violence and due to that violence, people get hurt? In my opinion, you're liable for that. So I don't think that she necessarily needs to make any type of apologies to Travis Scott or to the victims, because what she actually did was stop her show. She made sure people were okay. She actually did her job. She did what she was supposed to do. So I don't know why she would have to apologize to anyone. And also, Kanye, mind your business. Billie didn't come for you. It's none of your business. Last I checked, the Kardashian Jenner clan don't even mess with you. So why do you think you need to come to Travis Scott's defense? You're a madman. You're trying to stay relevant. go off in your fake relationship with Julia Fox and be quiet. Have several seats. Kanye is also out here talking about he wants Kim back. He's been doing all these weird things with Pete Davidson, like saying he's sick and trying to get people to not work with him or to be friends with him. He's doing all this really super crazy stuff. And what else did he say? Didn't he say something about like, he was like, oh yeah, Kim's trying to keep me from my kids. You know, how come people always try and keep their kids from the black man, blah, 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 blah. Kanye, you don't get to play that card, boo-boo. When you put on that MAGA hat, when you support it and you know who used to be in the White House, it's a wrap, homie. You don't get to talk about the black plight, the black community, black men. You don't get to talk about it. When you put on that red MAGA hat, when you decide to stand by the chief racist in charge, you lost all of that. We were giving you grace and we were giving you understanding, even though you were crazy. But there comes a point where you, just because you're black, you don't get to exploit us. Just because you're black doesn't mean you get to call the black card when it's convenient for you. When behind the scenes and in public, you have been acting not in our interest. And if you're so worried about the black community, black families, I personally don't care who people date, but look at your track record, Kanye. I don't see you dating black women. If we just want to get really funky with it. So I don't know how you're talking about the unity of the black community. Look in the mirror, Kanye. You wore a MAGA hat. You were a you-know-who supporter. I don't know the last time you were with a black woman. So Kanye, what are you talking about? What plight of the black community are you actually trying to be about? I don't get it. You're a madman. You're crazy. Let me calm down. Allegedly, in my opinion, I don't want to call anybody crazy. That's offensive. I don't mean crazy because I don't want to be disrespectful to anybody in the mental health world. So I don't mean it in that way. What I mean is you're crazy to try and exploit being black for your gain when it's convenient to you. But we see you for who you are, Kanye. And don't get me wrong, I'm not talking about interracial dating. I don't care. I don't care if you date somebody who is purple, blue, yellow, polka dot, whatever. I don't care. You guys know me. I don't care about that. But I do have to squint and kind of call BS on someone like Kanye West when he has done so many things in the disinterest of the black community. That's why I call BS on him. He's an absolute madman. It is insane. And speaking of the Kardashian-Jenner clan, so allegedly Tristan Thomas, who can't keep his peewee in his pants, pays about $120K a month in child support. And this is shout out to Rodney the Voice because I saw this on his channel. So shout out to Rodney the Voice. I love him. He's a great content creator, YouTuber. If you're not following Rodney the Voice, you should be. I think he's so funny and just such a beautiful, pure, positive light. I love him. So I was watching him and he was saying how Tristan pays that out. I mean, I can't, Tristan. I can't. 120K a month in child support, but I think that's chopped up between his like 3 baby moms because he has his first baby mom, I think, is Jordan, not Jordan Woods, but a different Jordan. She was pregnant when he was cheating on her allegedly with Khloe Kardashian. Then Khloe got pregnant, had the baby, and then the last woman with the trainer had that baby. So he has had, I think, 3 children in the last 3 to 4 years. So yeah, that's a big check, guys. And it's like, and then one of his really good friends, Kevin Hart, had sent, no, this is somebody else. Kevin Hart had sent Nick Cannon sort of like a disposable condom thing, and that got Nick Cannon in trouble because Nick Cannon is expecting his 8th child. So okay, let's see what you guys are saying in the chat box. Hey, Inspiration Tree, tell it, Candy. Yes, 100. Yes. And if I skipped anybody's comment because they go up, I apologize. I'm trying to get to everybody's comments. Hey, the real lovely C. Hey, sweetheart. She goes, hi, Candy and Sharon F. Hey, sweetheart, what is up? Hey, Marlon Hope, chief racist is Biden. Ooh, we don't have to get into politics, guys. Inspiration Z, he literally lived the life of his song Gold Digger. Yes, exactly. He did lead the life of the song Gold Digger. I mean, this is a thing. People write what they know. Point blank, period. People write what they know. And he was just telling us what was up. He was telling what was up. Sharon F. Hey, lovely at the real LBC. Yes. Dun, 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 dun. Yay. Yeah, guys. All right. So that's right. So keep adding in the chat box. Thank you, Tamara. Slavery was a choice, but now playing the race card shake my head. Exactly. Thank you for reminding me of that, Tamara. Thank you. Remember when Kanye was like, slavery was a choice? Mr. I'm a genius. No, you're not. By the mere definition of slavery, it means you have no choice. Look it up, Google it in Webster's. By the mere definition of what it means to be a slave, means you lack freedom, you lack autonomy, which means you lack choice. So how was slavery a choice, Kanye? But now you want to play the black card. Now you want to talk about black men not being allowed to see their children. Not true. I don't believe you for a second, Kanye. You're full of it. You're full of it. I don't believe for a second that Kim is keeping you from your children. I think your ego is keeping you from your children. I think you like to buy property near them to flaunt your money and your access. I think you like to fly around the world and be in all these other weird places, doing this, having a farm, going here, doing Sunday church, all of this stuff. But yet you're not with your children. And this is the real kicker of it all. You actually have choice and means. You're allegedly worth $1 billion. I don't believe that, but allegedly, let's pretend, since the Kardashian Jenner clan love to lie about their net worth, allegedly, and the men that they date, you don't have to be doing the most. You don't have to be at Coachella. You don't have to be at Sunday service, and you don't have to be in Ohio or whatever the heck you are. You don't have to be making these fashion lines that nobody wears. You don't have to be doing all of this. You have enough money to chill. You have enough money to be present with your children. There are so many men in this world who work full-time jobs because they have to hold it down for their family, and they're still present with their children. They still spend time with their children. They're still respectful to their children's mother. And they don't have any of the means that you have. And they're still good, decent men and fathers. What is your excuse, Kanye West? It's not that you're black. It's not that the Kardashians are keeping your children from you. It's none of that. It's because you're egotistical and you're selfish and you're narcissistic, allegedly, in my opinion. You have no excuse. You literally have everything at your fingertips, and this is how you choose to use it. You have this fake relationship with Julia Fox. I don't think anybody is believing that was your girlfriend. You tried to do it with Bradley Cooper's baby mama, that model, but I think Bradley Cooper's team, again, allegedly, in my opinion, remember he was saying that model scooped in and was just like, oh, hell no. Bradley Cooper has stuff to lose, but can't have his baby mama out here with Kanye West. And so they nipped that in the bud real quick. Okay, Kanye? So if you're looking for someone to blame for your unhappiness, because you seem miserable to me. You seem miserable. If you're looking for someone to blame why you can be an alleged billionaire, even if you're not a billionaire, you have enough. You have everything at your fingertips, and you still want to be miserable, and you still want to wreak havoc, and you still want to wreak chaos. Look in the mirror. The only person that's making you miserable, Kanye West, is yourself. There are so many men, Black, white, Asian, Hispanic, Indian. There are so many good, decent men who wake up every day, actually go to a job, and still show up for their children and still respect either their wife, girlfriend, or co-parent. You don't have an excuse. The problem is you. Point blank, period, Kanye. It's insane. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying in here. Hey, Sharon, take it to the court, Kanye, and off social media if you're serious about your kids. Exactly. He's not. He's not. He's just totally just doing it for the absolute most. Marlon Holt says Armand Wiggins' Kanye and his kids have a very happy vibe. Well, this is the thing. They can have a very happy vibe when he decides to see them. The problem isn't that. The problem is that Kanye himself, it's exactly what Sharon said. Kanye himself has gone to social media talking about my kids are being kept from me. Oh, people always want to take kids from the black man. This is what Kanye has said, and this is what Kanye has put out. Kanye didn't put out, me and my kids have a happy, great vibe. I'm doing this with my children. I'm doing this with my children, blah, blah, blah. That's not what Kanye chose to put out. What Kanye himself chose to put out was, oh, I'm being kept from my kids and blah, 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 blah. So this isn't us, the audience, the YouTubers, the content creators, the, people just watching in general, reading and all of this stuff. This isn't what we're saying. This is what he said. And anytime anyone puts their business on Front Street, particularly if you're a public figure, you open yourself up to opinions and commentary and scrutiny of it. So we're talking about it because he's the one who put it out there. And I agree with Sharon. If he truly has a grievance with what's going on, take it to the courts, not social media. But I don't think he really does have a grievance. I think it's just attention-seeking behavior. I don't think it has anything to do actually with seeing his kids. Peru Chris says Kanye is a self-hating. Yup. 100%. 100%. Marlon Holt says maybe it's publicity. I agree. I do think it's publicity, but it kind of goes back to what I was saying before. Be careful what you stunt on for publicity, for relevancy. Like playing on the relationship you have with your children, playing on, the race card, playing on your relationship. Like you can do a lot of things for publicity. Do something good. You know what I mean? Like start a charity, launch a new brand, host an event, create something. I don't know. There are so many good and great things that you can do to get publicity and relevancy. You don't have to play on your children. You don't have to play on your race. You don't have to play on your relationship. And that's what it is. But I think sometimes, people or celebrities or whatever think that they have to be salacious. They have to be negative and go dark and all of that stuff. There are a lot of celebrities who do a lot of great things and get great publicity that aren't doing these type of stunts. And that's why I think you have to be really careful when you play like that, because it could actually seep into your relationship. Your children are grown enough or growing up where they can see Instagram, they can see YouTube, they can see Us Weekly, they can see the stuff. Oh, why is daddy saying this about us? Why is daddy saying this about mommy? That has real life consequences. Money aside, the relationship you have with your children matters. The relationship you have with your parent matters. The relationship you have with your partner matters. That stuff matters. Money is here. Money will come, money will go, money will come. But the relationships you have matter, and at what cost? So again, I don't think his children are being held from him. I think Kanye is doing Kanye. Then that's it. No, I agree, Marlon. He definitely wants us talking, but that's right. But like, at what cost? At what cost? Hey, Tamra. He gives me the guy who won't let go. Kind of scary as a woman. Girl, I agree, Tamara. He seems like the person who is obsessed. He seems to me like the guy who is like, I don't necessarily want you, but I don't want anybody else to have you. And by want you, I don't mean like he doesn't want to be with you, but like he wants to do him. He wants to do his dirt. He wants to do whatever he wants. He doesn't actually want to step up and be the good guy, but he doesn't want anybody else to have you either. And that's why I think Kanye is so bothered that Kim wanted to like be legally single. She's dating Pete Davidson. I don't know if I believe that relationship also. I think that's kind of another stunt. But anyway, so I think that he's that guy. Like, well, I'm not going to do right by you, but you don't get to be with anybody else either. And that is scary. That is very, very scary. And I'm not going to speak on Kanye West's mental health because I'm not his doctor. I don't know any of that. And it's not my place to ever speak on somebody's mental health. But based on what he has displayed, it is kind of concerning. I'll just leave it there. It's concerning because, again, I'm going to stay in my place. It's not my place to ever speak on anybody's mental health, but what he has shown publicly is concerning. So I would be a little weary of that stuff. Hey, Tamara. Yeah, she says, preach. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, you guys, if you're watching this and you're having a good, fun kiki, be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell button. If you're watching on the replay, comment below. Let me know your thoughts on Kanye, Tristan, Kardashians, Marsau, Cynthia, Todd. We're about to head into Jim Jones, and we're going to round it out with that. And also share this with a friend because a kiki is always better with community. I love you guys. And if you want more community, join ours. Join the Candy Cane community. I love and appreciate your support. Okay, so let's move on to Jim Jones so we can wrap it up because I know it's Sunday and it's Super Bowl, and I want you guys to go out and have some fun, but be safe. Jim Jones. Okay, so those of you who may not know who Jim Jones is, I didn't know who he was until I saw like old episodes of Love and Hip Hop New York. So Jim Jones, I think he was like a rapper back in the day. He might still be a rapper now. But he was like dating this girl, Chrissy. They were forever dating. She ended up like proposing to him, but I don't know if they ever got married. He has a very overbearing mother. Very cute, very drama, love and marriage, hip hop, New York. So that's Jim Jones, like this big guy, like in like New York, New Jersey area. Anyway, so he was in a Gucci store, and I guess he was getting really bad service in the Gucci store. And so he opens up his phone and he goes on this rant, like, "Oh, I'm Gucci. Like they didn't even bring me champagne. I'm spending thousands of dollars. They're not even talking to me. They're ignoring me, but they're being so rude. I've been waiting for hours and hours and hours." So he goes on this whole rant about how poorly he's being treated in Gucci. What I say to that is, don't ever, and I mean ever, beg someone to take your money. If I was in Gucci, if I was in Target, and I'm getting treated poorly, or the way Jim Jones saying he was being treated, I'm going to put my credit card, my wallet, my cash back in my pocket, and I'm walking out the door. Don't ever beg someone to take your money. Ever. And if you have been waiting there for hours, why didn't you just leave? Like, I'm sorry, but the Gucci isn't that good. It's just not. Not to be mistreated and disrespected and having to wait for hours to the point where you're frustrated and now you're doing a live stream to everybody about it. Leave. Then contact management and let them know I was treated this way. This is what happened. Blah, 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 blah. Didn't that happen with, I want to say like, I think it was Oprah who said she had an experience like that where she was overseas and she went into like Chanel or Dior or something like that. And they were really rude to her and she left. And then she called them. I think it was Oprah. It might have been another celebrity, but let's just stay with Oprah. If it's wrong, I'm sorry. And then they were like, "Oh my God, we're so sorry." And they sent her obviously like a free Chanel bag or Dior bag, whatever it was. But she knew, you're being disrespectful. You're not treating me right. I am leaving. I'm not going to beg you to take my money. So I thought that was weird. Like, I don't care where I'm at. I'm not going to sit there and be disrespected and then beg people to take my money. And then also, I want to make sure I'm saying this correctly. You guys go back and check me if I'm wrong. But I also believe that he was saying how he had asked for a manager. And then at the time he had asked for a manager, I believe a Black person came out and he was like, "Oh, every time, you're at the store and you ask for a manager, they bring you like a Black employee," all of that stuff. Well, how do you know that the manager wasn't Black? How do you know that wasn't the manager of the store? You just assumed because it was another Black person that they weren't as high on the totem pole? That's another fallacy. Black people are managers, supervisors, executives, all of it. So don't just assume because you're black and they bring somebody else black, that means that that person is less than. That's not true either. So Jim Jones's rant really confused me. It would have been one thing. I'm not really into rants. Like, I would never do it, but like, I love to watch it. Obviously, we're here. But it would have been one thing if he had been disrespected in the store and left and then told the story of what happened. But he was still in the store trying to get their attention, trying to get the respect, trying to do all that stuff. Like, just leave. He's like, we're trying to pay like $29,000 in the Gucci store. Blah, blah, blah. So a part of me was like, is this real? Or is this another stunt? Does Jim Jones just want to be out here talking about how much money he's spending at Gucci and how much he should get, like, you know, this king service? Because again, when it comes to these lives, when it comes to these rants and raves, I always have to squint and be like, is this true? It's sort of what happened with Tisha Campbell. So remember a week ago or so, Tisha Campbell came out and she was saying how she was almost sex trafficked. She was at some hotel and she came out and the guy gave her this number to call. She calls the number and like this weird sketchy van comes up and they're like, get in the back, and she doesn't get in the back and she's really scared and it's really sketchy and everybody watch out, you know, for sex trafficking. And she goes, because I ain't Gina, blah, 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 all this stuff. And it turned out that, like, once the police stepped in to investigate, they could not verify her story. And then it turned out that she was filming a movie about sex trafficking. So, again, alleged, in my opinion, Miss Tisha Campbell, was this real that actually happened to you, or was this some PR stunt that you're using to get, you know, more relevancy in the public eye, and it just so happens to be about the subject of your new movie, and it just so happens that there's actually no evidence that this happened? So I always kind of squint and really think about, does this story make sense? The Tisha Campbell story did not make sense. Allegedly, in my opinion, that was made up. It was a stunt. The Jim Jones, I'm on the fence. I think he might just be that type of person that is just going to sit in the Gucci store for 3 hours and then decide to rant and rave because they won't take his money to buy his stuff. I don't know where that happens at. Maybe it did. I don't know. But when these celebrities and these reality stars and even just average Joe Schmoes like Gorilla Glue Girl, when these people come out with these rants and raves, I always have to squint and be like, does this actually make sense? Because again, allegedly, in my opinion, Gorilla Glue Girl, that was a stunt. She was lying. That was nothing but regular hair glue gel and some hairspray. And the rest of it was a stunt. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat box. Hey, Young Rich. She goes, we are so alike that don't even need to call the manager. I'm gone. Yes, like, daddy, I'm grown and I'm out and I'm gone. Why would you don't need to call the manager? I'm not going to beg anybody to take my money or to be good to me or to serve me. If you come out funky and you're not respectful, then I will go right down to YSL. I will go right down to Louis Vuitton. I'll go right down to Target. I'll go to Zara. Like, it doesn't have to be these like big brands. It could be anything. I'm out. Yeah, David Girl said Oprah did experience that. Exactly. Hey, Tamra, should you go? Yeah, just leave it. Yup, it was cringeworthy, LOL. And that he went to the Louis Vuitton and started throwing dollars. Oh, gosh. Yes, it was Oprah. Yeah, it was Oprah. See? Jim Jones. Hey, Peru Chris. Exactly. Flex your consumer power by not spending. Exactly. That's how you actually show that you are that dude. You are that chick. It's not by saying, oh, I went to Gucci and spent all this money. It's no, I have options. I have choices. And when you don't respect me, I will take my money elsewhere. That is actually the true power of currency. That is actually true power of wealth and having money, is that you have the choice where you spend it. And that's how you actually get people respecting you. That's how you actually get that, VIP treatment, because they know you have options and they want to win you over. We know you could be spending this thousands of dollars anywhere, but we want you to spend it with us. And that's why you get the champagne. That's why you get the, oh, Mr. Jones. That's why you get that type of treatment. So Jim Jones, I don't know what was going on with you. I have no idea. Hey, Sharon, go where you are celebrated. Exactly. I don't care if I'm at Gucci or Target. I'm not being disrespected. It's not happening. And I'm just a regular hi person. I'm not doing it because we all deserve respect. All of us. Hey, but Jim Jones been trash. His community failed him. I blame it so much. Listen, the dynamics between Jim Jones and his mother, that honestly could be a whole show. That could be a whole show. Didn't he make some really crass joke saying that his mother taught him how to French kiss? Or or something like that. Again, alleged, my opinion, remembering something somebody said. And then he tried to backtrack it and be like, no, I was a joke. That was a joke or something like that. He says something along those lines. Again, alleged. I don't think people joke like that unless there's some truth. And I mean in general, I'm not talking about Jim Jones and his mother. Please don't come after me, Jim Jones, or anybody like that. I'm just saying. Okay. Yes, entitlement. Exactly. Very, very entitled. Very, very entitled. Eva said, I think Tisha Smollett was on something. Yes, she was. And even beyond that, if you guys go back and watch her rant, what filter was she using? I mean, her eyes were like, and then they tried to come get me, and it was all just like, girl, like every filter isn't a good filter. This is off topic, but let me tell you how I use filters. When it comes to my face, when it comes to that, like right now, I have no filter. I just have a ring light and natural light. This is just me. There's no filter here. I'm on camera. This is just me. But say I'm on like Instagram or something, I will use not a filter, but like I'll use lighting to enhance what you already have. So all of these filters, I think one of two things. One, unless it's so clear that it's just a fun filter, like that puppy one or like the butterfly one, where it's so clear it's just a filter, don't even use them. Like, you're beautiful the way you are. Or use it very slightly to accentuate yourself. But the ones where your face sort of like morphs and it gets that sort of like weird, like almost like somebody took an eraser to your face, bump them. You're beautiful. You're beautiful the way you are. You don't need a filter to erase your face. I don't know what filter she was using. I'll get off my soapbox, but it was scary. Hey, Tamara. Yeah, Gorilla Glue Girl tried to rap after LOL. Yeah, Gorilla Glue Girl, that was definitely a scheme Todd made up. That was definitely a scheme. Because even when she went to the alleged plastic surgeon, he's also problematic because he also had stuff going on. And then even when they did the demonstration, if you go back and watch the videos with the Gorilla Glue on the wig that he had, when you do the Gorilla Glue, it dries with a sort of like a white consistent, like a white powder. Like, you know how glue flakes and you'll get that like consistency? Gorilla Glue Girl never had that on her hair. Never. So it really wasn't the Gorilla Glue. Anybody God see says GG Girls is still online. Gorilla Glue is pulling stunts saying her hair was falling out. I can't. Yup. Hey, Young Rich, I'm mad we got a Love America Country before Roa won, but I'm here for it. Yes, I'm here for it too. I can't wait. I cannot wait. And we will be here in the candy shop. We'll be covering Roa and Love and Marriage Huntsville and Love and Marriage DMV. So be sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video so you don't miss it out, and join the Candy Cane community because that's how we do over here. Tamara says, is Gigi still LOL? Yeah, she's still out here stunting. She's trying to like lengthen her 5 minutes of fame as long as she can. Like, she really is. Hey, Latasha, I finally caught a live. Hello, everyone from Panama City, Florida. Yay! Yes! Hey, Latasha, thanks for joining us, sweetheart. Yep. Young Creamer says he did say that. Yep. He did say that. He did say that about kissing his mother. He did say that. But again, alleged opinion, because don't come for me. But he did say it, allegedly. Hey, but yes, Jim said his mom taught him how to kiss. Exactly. What's the statute of limitations called? The po-po on that lady. Yeah, he did say that. Again, alleged, but he said it. And then that kind of explains. Sorry, guys. I got my Starbucks. That kind of explains the weird relationship he has with his mother. Because his mother acts like that Jim is her man. Like, she really acts like Jim is her man. That can happen sometimes, especially with single parents, where they get codependent with their children, and it's almost like they are in a relationship. And I think that's why she had such a problem with Chrissy, because I think in her mind, it was like another woman is coming to take my man. It's crazy. Oh my God! Younger says, did you see the She by Sheree fashion show? A fashion show with no fashions. How dreadful. No, I didn't, but I'll check it out. I will check it out. I'll check it out. Were the joggers there? Spring, fall, summer? What was it? Spring, summer, fall? Oh, Sheree. Oh, Sheree. Woo! Okay, you guys, we have been on here for over an hour. Put it in the chat box. Are there any other hot topics that you want to cover right now? Or do you want to cover this week? This week we will be covering the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. We'll be covering the Real Housewives of the OC, and also Ladies Who List. Oh, Dwight and Apollo was there. Apollo was there. Okay, now that is some tea. That is some tea that Apollo was there. Why is Apollo cool with Sheree? And Tyrone, I guess he dropped that cease and desist he had. Remember when Tyrone had that cease and desist against Sheree and Bravo, being like, keep my name out your mouth, because he was still on probation, and if it even had the appearance that he was breaking that probation, he could go back to jail. And Bravo was trying to get Sheree to lie and say that he said he was coming to some event, and then he had to cancel it. But that would have been giving the appearance that he was going to break his probation, because I don't think he was allowed to travel. Remember all that? Guess they made up. Guess he dropped that cease and desist. Hey, Blasheed, Mama Jones was a teen mother. They grew up together. The codependency of it is sad. Exactly. That happens a lot. It happens a lot, either if you are a young mom and you grow up with your child, or if you're a single parent and you kind of have that, again, that codependency on your child. It's real. It's real. Hey, Young Rich and Deshaun Snow. Oh, okay. It was a whole vibe. Natalia, Celebrity Big Brother. Hey. Oh, Natalia, you gotta go. Okay. You have to go back and catch the replay, because we did all of Celebrity Big Brother with Carson and Cynthia and Todd. So you got to go back. We did all of that. That's right, you guys. If you're catching this on the replay, be sure to like, rate, review, subscribe, and comment below on what you think. Yes, but we covered it, Natalia. You got to be replay gang, baby. Hey, Young Rich, Apollo's one of the models in a jumpsuit. Wait, not a jumpsuit. Not a jumpsuit. Was it an orange jumpsuit? Now we know why Apollo and Tyrone was there. Was it an orange jumpsuit? Let me stop playing on these people. Hey, Tamara, what ring light do you recommend? Off topic. Is it on Amazon? Yes, it is on Amazon. I don't know the name of it. I've had it forever, but yes, I did get it on Amazon. Tamara, if you comment below or email me, you can email me. Anybody, you guys can email me. My email is assistant@candywashington.com. And then someone from my team will get it, and I will be able to answer you and respond. So you can email me or comment below, and I will send you a link to this ring light, Tamara. So I don't remember what it is off the top of my head, but yes, it was on Amazon. Ah! Yes, yeah, Grin said it was orange, girl. Yes. I'm telling you. How did I know it was an orange jumpsuit? How did I know it was an orange jumpsuit? Okay, apropos, we got Apollo, we got Tyrone. Was it the convict line? Spring, summer, fall? Hey, Young Rich, and get this. Lisa Nicole's husband, Darren, was sitting with Dwight. You're not going to get me to say that. You're not going to get me to say that, Young Rich. You're not going to get me. Hey, Marlon, their kids aren't allowed to see media. I paused. Oh, their kids aren't allowed to see media. But this is the thing. Whether or not a kid is allowed to see social media or the media, ultimately they will. Either A, they'll grow up and just have the ability to see it. Google is here to stay. You know, social media, anything you post is real. These news clippings are here to stay. And also, well, and for you guys just joining, I believe this is in reference to Kanye West and him talking about the kids and all of that stuff. But you can't police your children 1,000%. You could say social media isn't allowed, but they can go to school. They have Wi-Fi. They have iPads. Their friends have Wi-Fi, iPads, cell phones. This day and age, these kids are more digital savvy than we are. I don't think that there's any... I think, yes, as parents, you put precautions into place. You put boundaries into place. You put rules into place. But when it comes to this social media and internet game, it is there. It is there. That's why I say don't be playing with your kids. Don't be playing with your kids. It's there. Yes. Yay. Season 14 is going to be good. I can't wait. Same. Yes, we'll be covering it. All right, you guys. It is Sunday. It's Super Bowl. Go and celebrate. Have fun if that you're into that, but be safe and be careful. Be sure to like this video. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Join our Candy Cane community. I love you guys. Young Rich says, before we head out, did I talk about Portia talking about she hoped this new season is more about sisterhood after she fought her daughter's grandmother? You know what, you guys? Sorry about that. Let me get my Starbucks. Okay. When it comes to Portia, I was trying to stay out of the Portia mess because she left such a bad taste in my mouth after the whole Simon thing. But I feel like, and let me guys know, let me know in the comments and let me know in the chat box. Do you want me to do a live where I break down my conspiracy theories and thoughts about Portia, Simon, Fallon again? Now that we've seen Portia Family Matters, now that we've seen everything come out, do you want more Portia? Because I can break it down. I have so many thoughts on this chick. Let me know. Aha, yes. Marlon has said fun show. Thank you. You're welcome, Marlon. Marlon, thank you for your comments. Thank you for your perspective. You're always welcome here. Thank you for coming through to the candy shop. Hey, Darren Hood. Yes, let's do it. The Real Lovely C says, love Young Rich. Me too. Young Rich, I love you, Young Rich. That girl has me. Young Rich says, yes. Okay, so let's do that. Give me a couple days to pull everything together, and we can do a long live of just Portia and just doing the most and getting all of the opinions and everything out. We'll do that. So be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it when we do that. I love you guys. This has been so much fun. Look out this week. We'll be doing Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. We'll be doing Ladies Who List. We'll be doing the Real Housewives of Orange County. What else is going on? Let me know if you want me to do Miami. Are you guys watching Miami? Let me know if you want me to do Miami. Okay, good. All right. I love you guys. Have a good Sunday. Happy Super Bowl Sunday. Don't forget to subscribe and share this with a friend. I love you guys. Mwah. I'll see you next time. Bye.